So glad to see you here tonight. 20th Annual Business Awards, Port Theatre, first show back on stage. Steve Patterson is inside waiting for us. Why don't you join me? Steve, you in there?
Good evening, Nanaimo. Hopefully you can hear me. This is obviously going to be a little bit different than most things, but we're going to get through it. I would like to start by thanking you all for not being here with me tonight. That is very responsible of all of you. It's a pleasure, even though I've been to your fair city many times, both as a solo performer and with the debaters at the magnificent Port Theatre. This is obviously not that. But we did get this fancy banner sent to us and printed out for the Nanaimo Business Awards. So thank you for that. I will keep that on my wall in the office and confuse everyone that visits me from here on in. There's already people holding up notes in the audience, which is fantastic. I don't know what it says, but I'm reading it. It's like a rally. I wasn't expecting to have to put my glasses on. I will look at that later. I want to thank my friend Michelle Stillwell for being here, obviously an MLA, an MP, an Olympian, and a gold medalist. She said she had to move heaven and earth to be here, which for most people is hyperbole, but for Michelle, she probably did. She's an Olympian. Listen, it is weird not being there, but isn't it kind of nice not wearing pants? I mean, I am, but the shots of all you guys are quite tight, and I can't tell what's happening. There's a lot of people here, but I don't get a lot of pants vibe. Look, when I was approached to do these awards, I was told, would you do the NBAs, which is misleading. I really thought this was for the National Basketball Association. I thought I'd finally made the big time. I was going to get to represent, wrote a couple great jokes. So I hope you don't mind. I'm going to do them anyway, because where else am I going to? Okay, here's the first one. Hey, LeBron James, you ever get sick of being good all the time? Why don't you stop it? You've been dominating for over 15 years now. Take a break. Your basketball skills are more unreal than your hairline. Bang! Because he's got a really weird hairline, LeBron James. Not a basketball crowd. That's fair. This is the joke I really wanted to do at the National Basketball Association Awards. Sure, the Raptors were eliminated by the Boston Celtics this year, but on the bright side, because the border's still closed, the Larry O'Brien Trophy can't travel safely, so we're keeping it. Thank you. Thank you. I got a cheers over there, table 7. Some of you, I'm not sure if I'm muted or you're muted. That's okay. Look, I realize those jokes aren't as relevant to the Nanaimo business community, but if someone could kindly tweet those with the hashtag NBAs, there's a chance that I will get that gig in the future. And frankly, I could use the gigs right now. We all could, right? We could all use more gigs right now, I think, in terms of Wi-Fi and just jobs. To say that this year has been challenging for business is like describing Trump's scientific knowledge as a little lacking. Businesses have had to adapt like never before. Individuals have had to rethink how they do their jobs, obviously, and parents have had to parent nonstop, which is exhausting. In my world, that means that my 2 daughters, who are now aged 6 and 1, yes, I started late. Shut up. I can see it on your faces. Yes, I have young girls. They have been home and in need of constant attention for the past 7 months, which isn't that weird for a 1-year-old, probably. She didn't know anything before. And frankly, she was just confined to a much smaller, much more restrictive space for 9 months. So being in our small Toronto home, by comparison, quite spacious for her. At least she's not attached to a cord anymore. You know what I'm saying? Oh, someone over there grossed out. That's fine. But for us, a 6-year-old with a 48-year-old dad it hasn't been a very fun time. I'll be honest with you. I've played head-to-head tag with her a bunch of times. At the 10-minute mark, she is just getting warmed up, and I'm about to have a heart attack. It's not a great coordination. And yes, I had a chance to teach her everything I know during all this. That took 2 weeks. Then we've just been staring at each other. Everything has fallen disproportionately on my wife, Nancy. She has had a baby literally attached to her for most of this year. And she had to go back to her previous job of being a school teacher to homeschool our 6-year-old, because our 6-year-old is in French school and her arsehole dad doesn't really speak French. This gave me the time to write a new book that I had been commissioned for last year about parenting. It's called Dad Up. It will be out in 2021. This is a good lesson for all business people. Get a plug-in for things that are several months away that no one will possibly remember in that time. I don't even know if it'll actually come out. That's providing printing presses are still operating then, or that people are still reading because they're too busy running away from non-mask wearing zombies. I don't even know if 2021 is going to happen, let alone my book. So let's just get back to the now. I don't pretend to know anything about parenting. And also, in the time it takes to write a book, that's time that really good parents really don't have. True story. So if you ever see a parenting book that was written by someone that's a parent at that time, probably not a great advice book. Anyway, I've just unsold my book now. I will say this about parenting during a pandemic, though, Nanaimo. It is the most relentless and underpaid job that there is. Despite being an absolutely essential service, it is the most underappreciated one. And again, it falls disproportionately on moms, especially moms with babies and young children, because young kids need their mothers and dads are largely useless. Those aren't my words. Those are my wife's. Okay. I can see some of you. He can't say that. I salute all the moms out there and all the moms in this room tonight, in this virtual room, whatever this is, especially those of very young children who have kept families going at a time where virtually everything else has stopped. And for moms who have somehow kept businesses going during all this, are you kidding me? You deserve all the awards. Kim, I don't know what's going on. If moms deserve all the awards just for getting through this. True story. And moms who might have been laid off from the workforce or forced out because of all this, they deserve all of our support right now. That is not a joke. That's just a public service announcement for Nanaimo. So please spread the word. Now, here's another public service announcement. We should all be, this is Nanaimo. Let's get local here. We should all be more like Frank. I was reading up on Frank Ney, the mayor of 21 years, who allowed children basically to name the streets in your town. And that's why people in Nanaimo live on things like Tiggly Wiggly Street and Europoo Head Boulevard. And that's just fantastic, because a lot of things are changing these days. They have to rename streets because down the road, it turns out the person that the street was named out is an arsehole. But you don't get that if you let the kids name the streets. That is a fantastic idea by Captain Frank, and I love his statue down on the waterfront. I think that statue should keep standing. I think he seemed like a pretty good fella. Now, here's another public service announcement. This is number 3. Now is a more important time than ever to not be an arsehole. I hope we can all agree with that. It's a lesson that my dad passed down to me that he's been preaching for a long time. But honestly, right now is the time to put that into practice the most. Don't be an arsehole, everyone. Usually, I would say you can't tell who an arsehole is just by looking at them, right? Because some of them look just like us. But right now, actually, you can tell when you're dealing with an arsehole because you can see their whole face. The arseholes are the ones who are not wearing masks right now. Anti-maskers are arseholes, all right? And it's easy to spot them. That's what I call, you can't always tell an arsehole, but you can always tell by the type of behavior that they exhibit. It's called type A behavior. And a lot of people in business, you've heard of type A and wondered, what does the A stand for? Well, now you know. See, we're listening here. We're learning things tonight, NBAs. Anyway, right now, in the times we live in, you can tell who the arseholes are. You can see their whole face. They refuse to wear masks. And this is our time as people who understand the safety of others should be put in front of you just being an arsehole, to tell those arseholes from a safe distance away while you wear your own mask, hey, you're an arsehole. Stop that. Don't. Now, that might not work. It probably won't. A lot of arseholes, you can't just tell them, hey, would you stop? And they do. So this is what I've done, is I've written an entire song that you can sing right to their stupid face. It's called Don't Be an Arsehole. And that's what we're going to end with as a few of you drink wine and shuffle in your pants. Hit it, please, Matt. Now, if there's an arsehole in your house with you, grab them, bring them over here for this. Show them. As you go through life, you're gonna meet people who you just won't understand, because they'll act all nice, treat you as an equal, till you don't fit into their plan. Then all of a sudden they will get in your way, 'cause they think they're worth more than you. They're the kind of types who think science is hype until they're in a bed in the ICU. Don't live your life like that. No, in fact is fact. A pandemic doesn't care if you're rich. So put on your mask, such a simple task. Show you're not a selfish son of a bitch. And don't be an arsehole. If you're going out somewhere, then slip a mask onto your face. And don't be an arsehole. Otherwise you're just showing that you're free to be a total disgrace. Don't be an arsehole so we don't all have to stay in place. That is it for the opening for me, Nanaimo. I'm going to turn it back over to your fearless president, Kim, now. It'll give me great pleasure to introduce the categories throughout the night and celebrate all that is the Nanaimo business community. Thanks again for sort of having me with you tonight. Kim?
Good evening. I'd like to start by acknowledging we are on the unceded territory of the Coast Salish First Nations, specifically the Suminas, Snuneymuxw, and Snuneymuxw. Hayachka. Welcome to the Port Theatre for the Nanaimo Chamber's 20th Annual Business Awards. We're very pleased to be in this beautiful venue and to be one of the first back on stage after the theatre's forced hiatus due to the pandemic. This has been a very different year for the awards because it's been a very different year for business, for all of you. To begin, we're doing this about 6 months later than usual, since we've all been operating in an alternate reality where calendars sometimes just don't make sense. There's a number of people to thank tonight, and we'll be acknowledging them through the evening as our award sponsors. But I'd like to open by extending a huge thanks to our production sponsors, Vancouver Island University and Coastal Community Credit Union. They've been immensely helpful in getting this unique evening together, where we have the Port Theatre, we have about 22 remote locations, and we're going all the way out to Toronto to welcome a very special guest tonight. When we received our pandemic playbook back in March, didn't you all get a pandemic playbook back in March? I thought you would have survived and thrived just based on that. We knew we'd have to change our programming for this award show 180 degrees, and not just turn our screens 180 degrees and start Zooming our usual event. And now our MLA, Sheila Malcolmson.
Nanaimo is a strong place all the time, from the strength of our university, our healthcare sector, the beautiful environment. But at a time like this, we so applaud the resilience of our small business community and the leadership here in town. It's helping us get through a tough time. We're going to end up better on the other side.
In this age of COVID, Nanaimo businesses strive to thrive, not just survive. That's the definition of resilience and the byline of our business community. Here's Mayor Leonard Krogh to welcome you here tonight.
Hello everyone, delighted to be here as we gather on the traditional territory of the Nanaimo First Nation. Conscious of the challenges that all of us face, particularly the business community, trying to survive in these changing times where nothing is certain. I want to recognize the Chamber of Commerce for ensuring that these awards continue and are celebrated this year as we recognize success and innovation and resilience and hard work that's reflected by all of the nominees, but also in particular by those who actually get the award. It's always good to try, but it's really nice to win. But when this business community in Nanaimo wins, we all win. We win through employment, through good jobs, through prosperity. And that's what we're really celebrating tonight, a community that is confident in its future, looking forward to greater successes, living through these challenging times, learning lessons that haven't had to be learned before. And as we celebrate that tonight, again, I'm so grateful to the Chamber for carrying on and doing the right thing. Nanaimo is ready to go and keep moving, and will moving even more strongly through the next few years as we recover from what has been, as I say, challenging times. But in challenge is growth, is development, is character. Welcome to this wonderful event.
Our first category tonight, Corporate Social Responsibility, sponsored by Aspen Grove School, represented tonight by Headmaster David Thompson.
Thanks, Kim. Let's kick off tonight with the award for Corporate Social Responsibility, shall we? This is awarded to the organization that uses its resources, creativity, and community connectivity to excel at corporate citizenship. If it sounds like I haven't written this description myself, it's because I haven't. But I do love organizations that give back. So this is a nice chance to give something to those who are usually the ones giving. The problem is, these organizations are so giving, they'll probably just give this award to someone else, which is why we're not actually giving them anything. We're just telling them they won. Anyway, here are the NBA nominees for Corporate Social Responsibility. Coastal Community Credit Union, Coco Cafe, Gabriel's Gourmet Cafe, Nanaimo Food Share Society, and Nanaimo Hospital Auxiliary Thrift Store. Good luck, nominees. Over to you, Kim.
Corporate social responsibility is such an important category for the world that we live in today. The winner, Coastal Community Credit Union. Congratulations to the 600 staff of the credit union, and especially to you, Adrian Lagan.
Thank you. It has been 75 years of building up from smaller locations to become the large organization that we have. And it has been the grassroots connections to the communities and the members and the clients that we deal with that has brought us to where we are today. To the other nominees, I want to say congratulations and thanks to you. We feel deeply about the ability to be able to help people financially, but also to build healthier communities. And we want to say thank you to all the individuals and organizations that are also focused on the opportunities and challenges in doing this.
Social enterprise, our next category, sponsored by Vancouver Island University, represented tonight by Stacey Chappell.
The next category tonight is for social enterprise. This is awarded to an organization that exemplifies excellence in serving the community while committing to profitable business activities for the sake of not just Nanaimo, but indeed the whole planet. Matter of fact, why stop there? These organizations aren't just world class, they're galaxy class. And that's why this award is called Social Enterprise. That's a Star Trek reference. If you don't get that, I can't help you. But one of these fine organizations will get the award for social enterprise. The nominees are Coco Cafe, 5 Acres Farm, Harewood, Habitat for Humanity, Mid-Vancouver Island, Literacy Central Vancouver Island, and Nanaimo Food Share Society. Good luck, nominees. Make it so.
Another category that's very important to our economy, social enterprise. Thank you very much, Steve, for that introduction. The winner this year, Coco Cafe. Here's Mel.
Well, we'd love to say thank you. It's really an overwhelming feeling to have that support, especially through these difficult times when so many businesses are struggling. When people reach out to you and tell you how much they love what you're doing or how much they miss you through the pandemic, it really gives you that drive to keep going. And so we're grateful for that. I think that we've impacted a lot of lives in the community, both our customers and our employees. And we are just so grateful for the support, and we hope to keep continuing to serve our community.
One of the largest sectors of our local economy is the not-for-profit sector. We're honoring them here tonight. They're sponsored by United Way Central and Northern Vancouver Island, represented by Dirk Heidemann.
Next up is the award for not-for-profit, which is near and dear to my heart as a Canadian entertainer. If you thought we didn't make much money before, well, you were right. But it's even tougher now, so thank goodness places like this exist. Although none of these are geared towards comedians per se, their commitment to fulfilling community needs through volunteer involvement and leadership is more vital in these times than ever before. So let's meet those nominees. BC SPCA Nanaimo and District Branch. Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Vancouver Island. Coco Cafe. Again? This is getting ridiculous. This is cuckoo, Coco. Vancouver Island Fishing for Fun Society, and Nanaimo Child Development Center. Good luck.
Not-for-profit, one of our biggest sectors in Nanaimo. Very pleased this year to present an award to a charity that I personally think is one of the finest, the Nanaimo and District SPCA. Take it away, Leon.
So, we're standing in the middle of a beautiful shelter. I will say the best one in BC. Maybe not for long, but I'll say it's the best one in BC for now. And that was built by our supporters. It was built by people either volunteering their time, companies stepping forward with in-kind donations, people donating money, the staff and the volunteers that come and run this place. This entire project and building came about because of the people in this community and beyond this community that really love the work we do. I must say, I'm so proud of the team that I get to work with here. It's something in the last, 7, 8, 9 years we've really focused on is improving customer service delivery. We want people to feel like they are a part of our organization and we are a part of their community. And what that means is giving the best service that we can to people all the times, finding out what their needs are. Even if somebody's not very happy, they have something that they need to solve and we want to help them solve it. And that approach has seen the support in the community on social media, people just coming through the doors at our events has just shot up in the last decade from where it was, and I'm super proud of the team of people that we have that have managed to bring that together.
And our next category is Inclusive Employer. Our sponsor, Coast Capital Savings, represented tonight by Brett Torok-Both.
Our next award tonight is for an organization that, through their leadership and efforts, have made a big difference in employing people with special abilities and taking important and empowering steps for previously undervalued workers. Let's meet these important nominees. Clay Tree Society. Coco Cafe. Yes, again, there's nothing they can't do. Nanaimo Association for Community Living. Nanaimo Food Share Society. And Save on Foods. Good luck, everybody.
Another super interesting category, very important for the times we live in, very important to always think inclusion and diversity. The winner this year, Nanaimo Association for Community Living. Here's Randy Humchit.
Innovation is in our mission at NACL, so we want to be as innovative as possible to help people live their best quality of lives. To the people that nominated us and to all of our partners, I just say from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, because the work that we do couldn't be done without your openness, your willingness, your ability to be innovative. Look in your work environments and see what can be flexible to support somebody who maybe learns or contributes in a different way than you do. It is that eye of possibility and openness that has absolutely facilitated us to do the work that we do and the people that we support to realize amazing lives in the community. So that's all I would have to say is thank you, and let's keep it up and let's keep working together and see what's possible.
Our next category, fairly intriguing, titled Above and Beyond, and this is sponsored by Harris Kia, represented by Dave Bear.
The next award tonight is given to a social services or other not-for-profit staff person who most exemplifies excellence in the performance of their service. Excellence is defined as being a role model for others, inspiring others to work collaboratively and creatively, and promoting a work environment that is respectful, collegial, and highly supportive. In Toronto, this would be a magical unicorn sort of thing, but I understand that out there in Nanaimo, these are actual people that exist. So let's meet them. The nominees for the Above and Beyond Award are Melanie Atwell from Coco Cafe. Where else? Marcel Aubin from Habitat for Humanity Mid-Vancouver Island. Samantha Latourneau from Literacy Central Vancouver Island. Julie Bevan from Nanaimo Art Gallery. And Dominic Rockel from Nanaimo Child Development Center. Good luck to these fantastic individuals.
Well, this is one of my favorite categories, Steve, simply because it honors an individual, somebody who has taken it upon themselves to reach out and make a difference. And this year, the winner is Julie Bevan, Nanaimo Art Gallery. Julie?
Thank you, Heichka. I feel fiercely proud of the work that we've been able to do together and the way that we've been able to undertake work collaboratively and with empathy and in a way that is experimental and creative. And I feel really honored to be in the presence of so many thoughtful and passionate and caring people, not only in our circle in the gallery, but in the larger community, the people that we interfaced with and interacted through our programs every day.
Time to throw it over to our next category, Arts and Entertainment, sponsored by Casino Nanaimo, represented tonight by Mr. Dirk Heidemann.
Hello again. Thought I'd spin in a different way this time. You know, support for cultural activities creates an opportunity to celebrate the gifts and talents of Nanaimo while promoting the local creative economy. So this award recognizes an individual, business, group, organization, or event that celebrates a more vibrant Nanaimo through arts, culture, heritage, education, and ethnicity. The nominees are Axe and Grind, Nanaimo Museum, Nanaimo Pride Society, Nanaimo Theater Group, also known as Bailey Theater Group, and the Nanaimo Bar, which, because I've been there to your fair city, I know is a place and not just a delicious dessert. So I'm happy to see that they're a big supporter of the arts. Good luck to all these nominees.
Arts and entertainment is a category that we can all relate to because we have so much natural talent around us, performing in our community and helping lift our spirits. This year, the winner is Nanaimo Museum. Sophia Mahar, please.
Thank you for the support. It is so valuable to us. It's valuable to the students that we work with and all the educational opportunities. It's valuable to the staff and volunteers. So a huge thank you for all the support we get from the community, from our partners, from our members and volunteers, and everyone else who comes to visit us. And welcome. You know, if you haven't been here yet, welcome in. We want to see you. We're looking forward to meeting new people and always bringing new people in. Thank you for your future support. Having people in this building is what brings it to life. Having people engage in our programming is what brings it to life. It brings people's stories together. We are making history right now, and every moment that we engage with somebody new is a new story to tell. So thank you and welcome.
Next up, Healthcare Services, sponsored by Vancouver Island University, represented tonight by Stacey Chappell.
This next NBA goes out to any marketing or creative service provider recognized for their industry knowledge and expertise leading to consistent customer satisfaction. This category includes professionals working in branding, graphic design, advertising, public relations, web design, and digital media. Now, let's see these fine creative nominees. Aerosmith Media, Box 221 Digital Studios, Mo Akbar Marketing and Design, Nanaimo and Voyageur Magazine, and Pi Design. Good luck.
This was a very interesting category, demonstrated by the diversity of the finalists. But again, one rises to the top, and we're very pleased to introduce Judy Stephan, Nanaimo Magazine.
I am just so overwhelmed by the support that I've received. Obviously, a lot of my customers had to stop advertising due to their businesses closing or their events being cancelled, but there was a base of them that supported me throughout the entire 5 months of COVID and still today. And I'm also incredibly grateful to the people that nominated me. I was quite surprised that it was creative services because I didn't really see myself as a creative service. I thought of myself as a media publication, but I see where it's coming from. And I'm very, very grateful to the Chamber of Commerce as well for allowing small businesses like myself to be showcased in the community.
Next up, Healthcare Services, sponsored by Vancouver Island University, represented tonight by Stacey Chappell.
This next award goes to a service-based healthcare organization or operator who has a demonstrated history of positive customer feedback and excellent outcomes. So I'm guessing Air Canada's not involved in this one. Here are the nominees. Dr. Robert Gagnon, chiropractor. Eden Gardens. Nanaimo Child Development Center. The Sweat House Cycling Studio, Inc. I'm a sucker for puns, you guys know this. And Wild Coast Wellness. Good luck.
Thanks again, Steve. Healthcare Services was dominated this year by Nanaimo Child Development Center. So here's Dominic Rockall to tell you about CDC.
Absolutely. Our gratitude to the community is huge. Our appreciation for what the community does for us. We could not do what we do to the level we do it and the level of quality we do it without the support from the community. We receive government funding, and it's sort of base level funding. It provides all of our staffing services. But for all the equipment we need, the specialized equipment and other operational costs, we have to do extra fundraising, and the community is wonderful in supporting that. So I want to thank the community for doing that.
Happy to introduce our next category, technology, sponsored by The Wave, The Wolf, Nanaimo News Now, and Jimmy Patterson Radio Group, represented tonight by Daryl Major.
The next NBA goes to a business that has used technology to create a business concept that is new or unique or has applied innovative improvements to existing processes, products, or services that enhance their business, or to any business using technology in unique ways. So next year, I imagine the team behind putting on these awards this year will win this. But for this year, the nominees are Aerosmith Media, Harbor Air Seaplanes, Mosaic IT, Real Estate Webmasters, and TELUS. Tell us which one who's won, won't you, Kim?
Thank you very much, Steve. The winner this year in the technology category, Mosaic IT. Here's Evelyn.
I have a lot of thanks in my heart for the people that work here, who are dedicated, who care, and for our community. That is, I think Nanaimo is one of the most caring communities ever. And I can't imagine living anywhere else or working anywhere else. I can't imagine retiring. That's how much fun I'm having. So, yeah, the message is service above self. It's that simple. I just want to say thank you to the community and to you.
Our next category, automotive, sponsored by MNP, represented tonight by Aaron Sirkan.
Hey everyone, I think we're about halfway through, maybe 3/4, maybe 7/8. I have no idea, I'm not there. This award recognizes a dealership, parts, and service outlet or body repair shop that has demonstrated exemplary customer service, practices innovation to achieve the best customer experience, and is establishing its brand in the most positive manner. The nominees are AutoCheck Automotive, Canada Auto Connect, Eco Wash Shop, Harris Kia, and Tim's Auto Repair. Good luck to everyone in this automotive category, and thanks for not screwing me over like my Toronto mechanic did.
Thanks so much, Steve. And out of those finalists, the name that rose to the top, Tim's Automotive Repair and Used Car Sales. Dave Seymour.
I have to honestly say that I'm like completely full of gratitude to be we won this award in 2017 and to be here again as a finalist. I'm truly humbled. It reinforces in me that we're doing the right thing and we're on the right track. And the only way that I can really know that is by being recognized for this award. And also every day we get 3 or 4 customers that come into our business and say so-and-so recommended me. They told me this was the only place to bring my car. And they trust me before they've built a relationship with me. And that's pretty big shoes to fill. Yeah, very proud of what my team here at Tim's Auto Repair and Used Car Sales has accomplished.
Next, we're going to go to Development and Design. It's sponsored by VICA, Vancouver Island Construction Association, and represented here tonight by Rory Kamala.
All right, the next category is the D&D Award, which sounds like it will go to a 37-year-old still living in his parents' basement trying to become a wizard. But it's actually the Development and Design Award given to a business whose projects demonstrate visionary thinking in the planning and design of Nanaimo's urban environment. Nominees are committed to creating spaces that produce a more livable and lovable city. The nominees for the D&D Award are Checkwich Poiron Architects, Habitat for Humanity Mid-Vancouver Island, Island West Coast Developments Limited, Nanaimo Art Gallery, and Nanaimo Business Services. Good luck.
Development and Design, very competitive category. Very happy to say the winner this year is somebody who goes beyond development and design and is working for a cause. Habitat for Humanity, Mid-Vancouver Island.
Well, appreciation, gratitude. We just survived COVID. We rode the wave. And we actually, during that time, we intentionally didn't reach out for donations. You know, we recognize that everyone was in a challenging time and an uncertain time. And to give you an idea of just sort of a little bit of our team, I mean, I laid off 80% of our staff during COVID, and I had, I bet you, four, maybe 5 staff that actually volunteered their time, specifically some key managers that were pivotal. And when I say volunteer time too, like, I mean, they were putting sometimes 20, 30, 40 hours a week, just like they were a regular employee, you know, and I'm just like, my gratitude to have those kinds of individuals. Those are the kind of people you want in your organization, you know, and so it works for us, you know, coming from a place of gratitude. And it just, what do I always say? It's contagious. It's contagious, you know, it's like share a smile. More often you're going to get a smile back, right?
Builders and Trades, our next category, is sponsored by Integral Wealth, represented tonight by Mike Harabowicz.
All right, from D&D to B&T, this one is for the builders and tradespeople. Awarded to those who have demonstrated excellence in innovation, creativity, and design, they showcase exceptional craftsmanship and dedication to sustainability in their business operations. The nominees are Be Gallant Homes Limited, Island Red Cedar Construction Limited, Island West Coast Developments Limited, and Nickel Brothers Pleasant Hill Homes Limited, and R.W. Bob Wall Limited. Strangely, the opportunities in this category are unlimited.
Steve, what a great list of names. But there's only one that rose to the top. Byron Gallant, B. Gallant Homes. Byron.
First of all, our staff and our subtrades make us who we are, without a doubt. We recognize that and always have. Secondly, our clients give us the opportunity to practice our craft. Without them, we have nothing. So we have many, many repeat clients that we've worked with, some of them for over 20 years. A lot of the projects that we get are through referrals from past customers, and I have to think that they're happy customers, or they wouldn't refer us. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody that supported us over the years, whether it's through our staff, our clients, our sub-trades, product suppliers in Nanaimo, and just our general network of people here in town. Yeah, thank you all.
Next up, financial services, sponsored by the Nanaimo News Bulletin and represented tonight by Sean McHugh.
All right, Nanaimo, let's talk cash, or whatever people are using for facsimiles of cash now and in the near future, and the people behind those things. All right, this one's awarded to any banking, financial, investment, or accounting service recognized for industry knowledge and expertise leading to consistent customer satisfaction. These companies consistently deliver customized solutions that help their clients achieve unique goals, like, say, having a place to live now, or having enough to retire on when I can retire in about 117 years. Now, the nominees for the Financial Services Award are Coast Capital Savings, Coastal Community Credit Union, Hub International, Island Savings, and RBC. Good luck to all of you.
Once again, super competitive. Financial services, the one who came to the top, Island Savings Credit Union.
Yeah, it's just a big thank you. I mean, we work very, very hard, and we do try and support our community in every avenue that we can. And so for our members to recognize that is really, it's really endearing to us, and we do appreciate that. We are a people business, and again, I'll go back to that: automate the ordinary and humanize the extraordinary. That's where we have our value, and those are where those great interactions happen. So a big thank you to those that are our members and to those who may be our future members.
Our next category is Tourism Operator of the Year, sponsored by Tourism Nanaimo, represented tonight by Dino Sembelis.
This next award goes to the people who bring in the people. Awarded to a tourism business that provides exemplary service and a unique high-value experience for Nanaimo visitors. They leave visitors with a desire to tell others and to come return, which is much more admirable than companies that simply leave visitors with a desire to leave. The nominees in this category are Casino Nanaimo, Harbor Air Seaplanes, Loyal Nanaimo Bathtub Society, who I'm personally pulling for because not enough cities have their own bathtub society, Say Sut Sean, Vancouver Island Whale Watch, and Westwood Lake Campgrounds. Good luck to all the tourism nominees.
So I'd like to personally thank each and every one of those passengers that's come through these doors and have taken a flight with us. Not only that, I'd like to thank obviously my staff, the team here at Harbour Air, but the local stakeholders, the Chamber of Commerce such as yourself, all the other people that are involved in the support of an airline and a business within our community. Without everybody's shared vision for a future and for a combined future, we don't succeed, and the only way we do succeed is if we work together. And I found that here in Nanaimo, the business community, it really does help each other. It's a really well connected community. So on behalf of myself and my team and the rest of the management and executive at Harbour Air, we just really want to say thank you.
Next up, Hospitality Operator, sponsored by Nanaimo Hospitality Association and represented here tonight by Dan Brady.
Now it's time to get downright hospitable. The next NBA category is for the hotel, motel, campground, or bed and breakfast that provides exemplary service to Nanaimo's visitors. If they offer best-in-class hospitality, boast amazing testimonials, and have a proven track record of providing exceptional guest services and facilities, well, they may actually have trouble getting their guests to leave. The nominees are Coast Bastion Hotel. That's where I usually stay. True story. I know no one asked. Mountain Air Campground and RV Park, Pages Resort Group, Painted Turtle Guest House, and once again, Westwood Lake Campgrounds. Good luck.
Hospitality operator. We are a tourism center. We know that very well. Tourism, hospitality, and the associated businesses have had an absolutely awful year. We all realize that. So the one who rose to the top this year, Pages Resort Group on Gabriola Island. If you haven't been, perfect place for a staycation. Check it out sometime. Here's Gloria.
It's just, they've been phenomenal. I've got, if I start by thinking of people like yourself, people like the Chamber, the Economic Development Group, the Tourism Vancouver Island, all those groups of volunteers that are all trying to help. We're all working together to make the best out of what we have in this area and to make it shine and make it show and make it grow. And I just can't thank that group enough, both for those groups enough for doing what they're doing, but also letting me be a part of that. It inspires me. It helps me come back and grow what I'm doing. And then I've got my guests that spend so much time with me talking about and sharing what they're looking for and letting me learn about them. And they are so grateful. And as right now, so gracious with being able to be here. My family, who's all been a part of this, they are, their support is phenomenal. They are proud and supportive in every way possible. They question my decisions so that I think twice and all that good stuff. And my team, that is every single one of them, I am grateful for every single day. And I don't know what else to say, but thank you to all of them.
Coming up next, restaurants. Sponsored by the BC Restaurant and Food Services Association. Unfortunately, our friend Ian Tostenson could not be with us tonight, so BCRFA is being represented by Mr. Dirk Heidemann.
Now here's a category that I know we all can't wait to frequent again soon. Restaurants. This award honors a restaurant that consistently goes the extra kilometer to provide exceptional food, exemplary service, and great value for their customers, which these days may literally mean that food has to be delivered several kilometers. Whether it's a comfort food diner or a fine dining establishment, these are proactive places in response to changing market trends. And let's face it, this year, market trends changed quite a bit. The nominees for Restaurant of the Year are Bar Burrito Nanaimo, Coco Cafe, there they are again, Drip Coffee Social, Kelly's Kitchen Cafe, and Ma Lee House Restaurant. Good luck.
Restaurants, a really competitive category, exemplified by the fact that we have two winners. That's right, a tie. So one winner, Malley House Restaurant, their second time at the podium. Here's Stephen from Malley House.
Well, thank you. It's probably two words that are really, really easy. It's been a very, very interesting year for us, and the level of support we've had from our Cedar community as well as from the greater Nanaimo community as a whole has been fantastic. Especially the early days of the pandemic, where everything was so up in the air, the uncertainty, and the level of support, and I'll say love that we got from our community and our good clients. All of our guests was almost made us want to cry sometimes. It was so wonderful, and thanks again for nominating us. But more than anything, more than just us, it's thanks for supporting local business. I think this pandemic has taught if this taught us anything, it's how important it is to support your community. You know, if I'm not working, if the store across the street isn't working, they're not supporting you as well. You know, that we can't support each other. There's nothing without your neighbors. So the amount of support we've seen for people supporting not just us, but other restaurants, other businesses, rather than just the large online options. You know, you might save a few dollars, but it doesn't do anything for your community. And we've definitely seen an outpouring of support, which has just been fantastic. So a big thank you to everyone for that.
Thanks a lot, Stephen. The second winner, Drip Social, who have capitalized on their location at Departure Bay Beach to bring some great food and beverages to the patio, to the front yard of Departure Bay Beach. Here's Scott Marr. Take it away, Scott.
We appreciate every type of business, whether it be the person that just comes on weekends that comes by and says hi and try to build a relationship with them there, or our locals and our people that come every morning and have a coffee, and we get to know them pretty good and know their names. And I just want to say thank you and thanks for the support in town. And we have some interesting news coming up and some twists and stuff like that. So we got some things growing, which we like to do as well. So
our next category is Retailer of the Year, sponsored by Robinson Company, represented tonight by Brandon Charlesworth.
All right, from restaurants, now on to retail. Here's another category that anxiously awaits welcoming people back through its doors. This is awarded to a leader in the retail community who has earned a reputation for excellence in customer service, product knowledge, and customer experience post-sales. This nominee values strong relationships and implements innovative business. And the retail nominees are Charlie's Closet, Island-ish, Longwood Brewery, Quintessential, Strong Nation Gifts and Books, and Turley's Florist.
Retailer of the Year. A really diverse set of nominees and finalists in this one. Very happy to congratulate Carla Sampson, Quintessential Fashions on Commercial Street. Here's Carla.
We thank each and every customer that comes through our door and has supported us, whether it's been for the last 16 years or the past 6 months. We've seen a strong support within the community for our store, and we just really appreciate the nomination this year and hope to continue with this wonderful business for the next 16 years.
Coming up next, New Business, sponsored by Coastal Community Credit Union and represented tonight by Deborah Edwards.
You know, when I think of years that it would be good to start a new business in, this one isn't it. So, huge props to the category of New Business. This award recognizes a startup company that's 1 year or less in business that has achieved outstanding performance and results over a short and challenging period of time. As trailblazers in their field, they demonstrate exceptional promise for growth and innovation and are well positioned for continued success. Matter of fact, given the year that we're in right now, if they're still positioned, that's a great position. Now, the nominees are Axe and Grind, Bar Burrito, Burnt Honey Dessert Company, Sip and Sliders Food Truck, and White Rabbit Coffee Company. Good luck to the startups.
New business, what an exciting thing. Starting something up from scratch, getting hit by a pandemic a few months into it, and coming out the other end intact. This year, Axe and Grind. So thanks to Danny and Aidan, and I want to point out, Aidan is in Ireland tonight, swore to us he would be watching this show, even though it's coming on at 3 a.m. He didn't want to catch the recording later, he wanted to be sitting there watching this show. So Aidan, to you, cheers man, you did a great job.
Well, we love working here in Nanaimo. Since the day we opened, we've felt part of the community.
We have worked with different charities, with the colleges, whoever is out there, we want to work with them and be part of the community. So no matter what the outcome of these awards, we just want to say thank you to all the support we've got from the business community here in Nanaimo.
The backbone of our local economy, small business, sponsored by HA Photography and represented tonight by Dirk Heidemann.
This next award honors an outstanding business or organization with just 1 to 10 employees that engages in innovative business practices and who achieved continued business excellence in their field while making a positive impact on the community. Also, I should point out at this time that my only employee in my company is my wife, and that is not a good way to structure it. Anyway, the nominees are Burnt Honey Dessert Company, Island-ish, Longwood Brewery, Red's Bakery, and Turley's Florist. Good luck.
Thanks for that great intro, Steve. Small business, backbone of our economy, as I've said before. This year, the winner is Longwood Brewery. And over to you, Harley.
A great big thank you for trusting us and purchasing our product, for one. For coming to our events, Longwood Stock in the summer, which we unfortunately didn't get to have this summer. We love putting that local music festival on for the city. Stay tuned for more different new beers and exciting projects, and hopefully soon we can get together in bigger groups. Maybe have a beer festival or something innovative.
You know, this started in our kitchen, and the fact that Nanaimo has supported us to what we are today, it's simply just because of Nanaimo's support and the island support. And yeah, we can't say enough other than thank you and
cheers.
Awesome. Cheers. Thanks for the nomination.
Our next category is Mid-Sized Business of the Year, sponsored by Cottonwood Golf Course, represented tonight by Trent Casey.
Now we move up from small size to mid-size, like a Toyota Tercel to a Toyota Camry, or from the smallest Kardashian to a slightly larger one. This honors an outstanding business or organization with 11 to 59 employees that has done all the things that the small business winner did, but with more people. And the nominees are Bar Burrito Nanaimo, Dr. Robert Gagnon Chiropractor, Habitat for Humanity Mid-Vancouver Island, Nanaimo Pet Services, and Woodgrove Center. Good luck to the medium-sized companies nominated.
Thanks, Steve. Mid-sized business, tough category, but the local business that rose to the top this year was Woodgrove Center. Unfortunately, we couldn't get anybody from Woodgrove Center here tonight. As many of you know, they're going through some significant changes there. So we wish them well for the future. We know they'll do great. And we thank those who have brought Woodgrove to this pinnacle. Thank you, Woodgrove. And our next category is Large Business, sponsored by Harris Kia, represented tonight by Dave Bear.
And finally tonight, we honor a large business. This is an outstanding business or organization with 60 or more employees that does all the things that the medium-sized business winner did, but with even more people and hopefully more money. And the nominees for Large Business NBA are Allaire Homes, Coastal Community Credit Union, Eden Gardens, London Drugs, and Quality Foods. Good luck to all the large business nominees.
Thanks, Steve. Large business, competitive category, but the winner this year, Allaire Homes. Here's Stu Hopewell.
It's appreciation across the board, but we wouldn't be here without our trades, suppliers, our valued staff here, and of course our clients. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do. So we're able to put like-minded people in the same room to achieve some pretty outstanding results. But it's those individuals that really propel us forward, and without them we wouldn't be where we are now.
Well, that brings us to the end. 21 categories, 22 winners, with a tie in the restaurant category in our 20th year, with the help of our sponsors and Mr. Steve Patterson, of course. Many thanks to all of you, to all the finalists, all the nominees, all our sponsors for this evening. We hope you enjoyed and look forward to your continued success during these bizarre times. And we will see you back next year. Thank you.